Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Ohayocon 2019 with my pal, Miss Oriana Peron.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you. So it's been a bit since the last time we got the chance to talk. It was at ColossalCon 2018. How have you been?
I've been really well, just doing drag and working in theater and putting on makeup every day.
Well, the best part is this has changed. You've gotten a haircut and a nice color edition.
Yeah, we have a local queer-owned hair parlor. It's Royale Hair Parlor in Bloomington. And I walked in and I was like, can you match my glasses with my hair?
Yeah.
And so they created a custom dye for me, and they called it Baja Blast, and after the Mountain Dew, and I love it.
Nice. I actually do like the color myself. So we didn't have time last time at MatsuruCon to talk, but what happened to have you happen to have a lot of events at MatsuruCon. How did that go along with several song and dance numbers? I do believe there's one thing we cannot show due to the extravagances of your song and dance during one of your performances.
Oh, goodness. I guess I don't remember MatsuruCon as well as I should. It was kind of a really long blur. There were so many fun things that I did there. We did Drag Race. That was kind of like the main reason why I was asked to go out, was to bring Drag Race to MatsuruCon. And I know I did a lot of my fabric panels and my commercial sewing pattern panels, etc. And I think we did an 18 plus Drag Race as well there, and so that one had a few more cuss words, a few more clothes being removed, things like that. But it was really fun to engage in an all ages crowd and then also engage with an 18 plus crowd at AnimeCon. Drag entertainment is something that AnimeCon goers want, and the proof is in the numbers. The amount of people that show up to these events is there. So I had a blast, and I know that I'll be back again at MatsuruCon this year.
Awesome, because I'm going to be there too, so we'll have another chance to talk. When you're doing cosplay, what aspect do you look at first when you're designing the cosplay? Do you look at the fabric of the costume? Do you look at the costume shape and design that you want to do? Or do you just look at the overall pastel colors or darker colors, and how do you want to approach that?
So when I'm deciding that I want to cosplay something, I break it down into its parts. So break it down into collar, sleeves, bodice, if there's a jacket, pants, skirt, however it's set up. I break it down into the parts as they are. I look to see whether the costume looks delicate, whether it looks like it's more durable or something that's worn in harsher weather. That's going to affect my fabric choices in that way. And then I start to look for different fabric types and colors within those fabrics, and then the costume somehow magically ends up getting made. My cats do it. Yeah. They got to earn their keep somehow. They keep running up my light bill.
So last time we talked, you mentioned that the wigs are one of your favorite parts about doing cosplay. What is one of the biggest tips you can give to fans?
One of the biggest tips that I can give to fans is to have a handheld steamer, which you can get for $10 or $15 on Amazon, and a Phillips 11 flat paddle brush. You can get that on Amazon for $5 or $6 as well. A lot of cosplayers have straight long wigs, and they tend to get tangled and messy. And in the room, just before you walk out or just after you've gotten back, you can just take the steamer in 10 minutes and steam that all out nice and straight again. And that's just the easiest tip to keep your wigs looking nice and crisp that I can give.
And I know some of my friends, they do it, and they do curls. They do curls with their wigs, and I was like, I don't know how you do that, hon.
I curl wigs too. I use this roller set steamer method.
I know they're tough. That's why I know it's so hard to keep them in good condition, and that's why I asked. Now, you have several performances up on your site. I've looked through them that you perform at your at the stage shows that you do every week, correct?
Yeah, at the back door.
Right, and you seem to be constantly bringing a ton of energy to them. What's it like to have a place to call home to give to your performances?
Well, I'm wearing my Home Bars t-shirt right now, so it's Hoosier Homo is our little quote, but the back door, Bloomington, Indiana is my home bar. I wouldn't trade having a home bar for anything in the world. I walk in, it's like Cheers, everyone's family, we all know each other. I feel safe there, I feel comfortable there, I feel like I can try out my new material. I feel like I can be weird. I can and just go with whatever creative gut that I'm feeling in that moment. it's indescribable to know that I have a safe place that I can count on.
Yeah.
And I would fight for that. I would fight for that.
I can totally see you doing it. So tell us about your upcoming schedule and Lord of the Rings, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah. So on February 22nd at the Back Door, Bloomington, we'll have Lord of the Rings, which is a Lord of the Rings themed drag show. So we will have entertainers from all walks of life, drag kings, drag queens, AFAB, diva entertainers, probably some burlesque, maybe even a club kid or two, and letting everybody just kind of interpret their favorite characters or moments or scenes from Lord of the Rings in however they see fit.
Well, hopefully fans can get out there and check that out, the ones that live close by, and maybe some faraway ones if they want to drive to Bloomington, Indiana.
Hey, it's totally worth it. Our big themed shows are actually really well received. Harry Potter was, we just did Harry Potter not that long ago, and it was hilarious. It was a packed house, and it was super fun, and it was really great to see how disgusting people could get with Harry Potter. I, in fact, have a custom-built panty snake puppet with Swarovski crystals on it, made by JCS Costume Designs, and it is possibly the most disgusting thing that I have in my wardrobe, but also the funnest. I definitely take dollars with the puppet, so.
Alrighty. Now, and once a month you have 2 unique events. Tell us about the Tea with a Queen and Drag Brunch.
Okay, so I work with Scholars Keep, which is a local eatery in Bloomington, Indiana. And so the first Sunday of every month, we do drag brunch. So we close off the upstairs area and we fill it with drag queens. It's a lot of fun. We do everything from live singing to lip sync numbers. And we just have a lot of fun over brunch. So that's the first Sunday of every month. And then the last Sunday of every month, I've been working with Bloomington Family Wellness, which is a doula organization in Bloomington, Indiana. And we have Tea with a Queen. And so we meet at, there's a spare room just off of Blooming Foods Market on the east side of Bloomington. They have allowed us to utilize the space over there, and so I will invite another entertainer to come with me, and we'll go and we read children's books. It's usually themed. So we had, what was it? We had a winter theme last month, and the month before that was bedtime, was like sleep, so we came in like sleepwear, and we read like Goodnight Moon and things like that, and so this next one coming up is New Year, New Me. So we're gonna be talking about how to look within yourself and to appreciate what you have and how to be a better version of you. So we're looking for stories that are like that to kind of send a nice message to the kids.
It sounds cool that you are part of the outreach program in the community and still showing that it doesn't matter who you are, that you can make a difference in your community. Excuse me. Now, are there any upcoming projects you want fans to know about at this time?
My goodness. Well, we have Lord of the Rings. We also have, on April 6th, we have the Game of Thrones show at the Back Door, Bloomington. I already have a super disgusting number prepared for that. You must be 21 or older to come to the bar. There's a good...
at the bar.
Yep, it is a disgusting, horrible number that I'm prepared to do on stage. I am looking at bringing Drag Race back to Colossal-Con, which I know is far away. Matsuri-Con is another one that's coming up as well. But you can just catch me on the internet for now, making little videos and sharing things of what I'm working on in Bloomington.
Okay, and for fans that don't know your site, what is it? Obviously, I know you're on Twitter and other social media aspects, so what are those? And then what would you love to say to the people who have either come out to see you in Bloomington, come out to see you here at cons? What would you love to give a message to those fans?
So I like to keep things simple. Everything is Oriana Peron. So it's OrianaPeron.com, OrianaPeron@gmail.com. On Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, it's all Oriana Peron. So it's probably on the bottom of your screen, but it's OrianaPeron. And as far as a message to the fans, I've been touched this weekend by the amount of people that have come to me and shared coming out stories and shared stories of hardship, shared stories of joy and happiness, hearing about people's lives and how they have come into their own and accepted their gender identity, accepted their sexual identity, their human identity. It's just a wonderful experience for me, and I can't even begin to describe how happy that makes me to hear these stories.
You know, you're an inspiration for a lot of people, and I know a lot of fans love to hear from you and love the support that you give them and they give back to you. So it's been wonderful talking with you. Thank you again for giving your time and energy to the community and to us fans that truly love the LGBT aspect of the anime community, and also just the fact that we all feel safe around one another. So thank you for being a beacon for hope and happiness.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.